Well, I decided to take a couple weeks off. That's kind of a lie. I got distracted and then never came back to it, so I've taken a couple weeks off. But I'm back to do some work. I am on step 7, so we're going to kind of kick off again from here. In fact, I have done the first couple parts of step 7. So A is working on this gun here, B this one here, and then C the jerry can, water can, so that, or gas can, whatever it is, so that's done. And then I actually did all of the work here on the main gun. So this is good to go, and as you can see, these parts are ready. They are assembled and ready to be placed on the tank. This was a decent amount of work, and I had some still shots of the clamp system kind of all on and getting it ready, but I think I'm clean. I think my mold lines, at least the ones on top for sure, are all sanded down and good to go. So my next step for right now for this session is to work on getting the guns and the parts assembled, assembled, but attached to the turret, getting these pieces here on, kind of the back plate, and the rails on the right hand side. So toolbox there too. So we'll get this going and see how I can do. And the back. Well, I get some stuff done, not as much as I'd like to. Both the guns, the smaller guns on top are mounted. This is multiple pieces. It fit, let me see if I can do this. It fit in here to the base, and then on the side of this raised piece, that right there, kind of hooked to the gun and into the raised piece to kind of hold it all steady. And then this one just had one connector. It was a pin that dropped right into a slot here. The toolbox that matches that side was now on, and then on the back I got the exhaust pipe, the back plate, and that can. So what I didn't do is the rail work on this side to match that, so I'll work on that next time. And then I didn't put the main gun on, and this is where I'm a little bit stuck. I was contacted on YouTube by someone who was at this exact place in his build and was looking for advice, and I thought, ugh, reminds me I need to get back to doing some modeling, and then also I need to see how it works. So I'm looking at the piece, and inside the turret it almost looks like there's a place for like a rod or something to where the gun would, you know, be movable, but honestly there is nothing here. It looks like it just fits in. It'll probably require gluing to sit up against here, and then I'm guessing like just like that. And that's kind of how it's modeled on the box, to where you can kind of see just a little bit of it raised above right there, so you can see those 3 dots, and then it kind of rests there. So I'll probably just glue that permanently, and it'll be in a fixed position. I've heard someone say this before, but you know, I'm not building it as a toy. I'm building it as a model, so it'll just sit on my counter anyway. No big deal. Or on my shelf. So I'll probably just affix it in place and it'll be done. So I hope that answers your question. And from a building standpoint, so just the railing on step 7, and then I did peek ahead because I was looking to see if there was anything else about the gun. And it looks like step 8 is back railing, right, and some mesh work. Step 9 is kind of putting it all together, putting the tracks on, and the side, kind of the track guards, and putting the turret on top, like just the finishing touches. And step 9 is the last official step. So I'm not that far from final assembly. That's good. There's some extra instructions for accessories, so additional kind of water, gas cans, whatever those are, some ammo boxes, spare wheels, that kind of stuff. Then, and then instructions on kind of where to put those accessories here and here. So we're really close, actually a lot closer than I was thinking, and that actually is encouraging. So I will get back to finishing up step 7 probably tomorrow night. I can put in a good hour tomorrow night, and that should let me get these side rails done, off the sprue, cleaned up. I will break at least one of them and then have to glue it back together, guaranteed. Get the main gun on, get these on, and maybe start on the back rails, but at least get the side done. So that's kind of where I am now. I'm going to close this out and eat the rest of my delicious salad that my wife made me with shrimp and pancetta and some sort of homemade pickled onion thing. Anyway, you guys take care and talk to you soon. Wait, stop the presses. As a little postscript, I did want to stop the presses, like stop the credits. As a postscript, I did want to add a quick note. I went ahead, since I was about to head downstairs, and I thought I'm going to want this glue or the cement to set on the main gun before I do other work, and move from one step to the next. So I went ahead and glued it in place, and I used the, you don't need to see my arm, I used the Tamiya, extra thin, and put it on there, but honestly it only has like 2 points of connection. I thought the sides would, but actually the sides, there's a gap in between there. So it really connects along this lip here, and then it connects along, where's my thing? Along the base here. So I cemented, held it firmly, but I was a little concerned that it wasn't going to be as tight or as secure. So I went ahead, not sure if it's probably visible right there. I went ahead and did a very fine, I glooped on a line of super glue inside some CA glue here. What is this one? Is this one the extra thick? So I used the extra thick to kind of put a line right inside there just to reinforce the hold, to make sure that this gun isn't going to go anywhere. So I will let this dry and cure overnight, and then get back to the assembly tomorrow, as I said. Now that is all. Have a great night.